Right, here we are again, seed sowing time. It's the tail end of January, and one of the first seeds that I grow at this time of the year is chilies. Now, I don't grow the super hot variety of chili, such as the Naga, so I don't necessarily sow before January. And the reason for it is I found that the germination and growth period of the chili is sufficient for our summers, and I can get a harvest in by June, July, and that's fine. So it's around this time of the year, tail end of January, early February, when I start thinking about sowing chili seeds. And just to show you what I've done, instead of sowing in trays, in recent years, I've realised that I end up with far too many seedlings. And so what I'm going to do is select some small containers in which I'm going to sow some chili varieties. Now, what I've got here are a selection of chilies that I've got ready. I've got Jalapeno, Cayenne. Now, these were online orders that I'd got a couple of years ago. And this is the bit I particularly want to bring your attention to here. I've got some seeds in this little tray there and in this tray here. And these are seeds from chili pods that I've kept. And all I do is dry them the previous season and just shake them out onto a tray. And these are ones that I know are of a stock that has done very well for me. So I'll be sowing a combination of the online chili seeds that I'd ordered a short while ago and the chili seeds that I held back from pods from my own plants. Right, so let's get some of these seeds. And I believe these are Prairie Fire seeds, and those of you who followed my channel for a while will know that it's the seed and the type of chili that I'm most fond of growing. And I'm going to put 3 seeds into that little tub. And what I'm going to do now is get a hold of this Cayenne, and I usually keep seeds back from a pod, but I think I knew I had this pack, so it wasn't necessary for me to do so. And the other thing about it is you don't want to keep seeds for too long. The germination rate drops, but also the viability, which is the key thing. You might end up finding that the seeds don't germinate for you. So 2-3 years in, and I think you should start using them up. So that's my Cayenne. And lastly, I'm going to be putting in a Jalapeno. Now, I do like Jalapeno. It's obviously a very famous type of chili, and there are lots of different cultivars or varieties of Jalapeno, but we're going to do the same again. I'm going to put 3 in. There we are. Now, the next bit is to get a small dish like this one or something similar and fill it up with some light compost. What I didn't mention to you is this was already dampened, and I'm just going to place a little coating of compost in each one. Right, now that I've done that, I'm going to place some of these labels in. That's the Jalapeno. There's the Prairie Fire. And Incidentally, these labels that I'm putting in were actually homemade, and I'll show you how quickly I was able to do that. Just got an old ice cream container and using a strong pair of scissors, just cut the plastic off it, and it's obviously something from food grade plastic, and it's just for the purpose of labeling. Now we've got Jalapeno, Prairie Fire, and the other one that I'm going to do a label for is Cayenne. I'll just put the date on. So it's pretty straightforward. Homemade labels to go with my seed sowing. So that was just a little exercise in sowing seeds in January. We'll probably be getting on with other seed sowing over the next few weeks and pop back from time to time on the channel and see where we're up to. As we enter February, the seed sowing really does kick in, and I'll be looking to do some seed sowing of tomatoes and some salad crops and so on. The next thing I want to mention to you is putting these under cover, and one option is to just put them in a small propagator. Now this is a propagator that I've had for a number of years, and this is an unheated propagator, but because I have a heated propagator, I'm going to be using that, and it's a simple straightforward heated propagator, just to get the seedlings germinated and give it an extra helping hand.